Hello everyone, this is Mellow Moon ASMR, and today I wanted to show an item that I found at a thrift store. Well, not a regular thrift store. It's called the Goodwill Outlet. So instead of how a regular thrift store, how they've got everything on shelves and like sorted, an outlet Goodwill, they just have everything in like these big, like these giant bins, and you can, it's pretty much like, I don't want to say dumpster diving, but it's like you're just going through everything, seeing what you find. And for me, if I haven't mentioned, I'm not sure if I have yet, but I like to collect cameras. Any kind of camera, if it takes a picture or can record a video, then I'm interested. But yeah. So I wanted to show the new addition to my collection. And as you can probably see, I don't know, there's a little something on that screw, but anyway, like I was saying, as you can see, this is a Minolta brand of camera. Specifically, trying to see if you can see this. It's a X370. Which I believe might have come out in the late 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I had looked it up recently, but I forgot. But yeah, this is the camera, and surprisingly, it also still had the original shoulder strap or neck strap. It's all rubber, the parts that go on your skin, and then the little straps itself. Now the lens is detachable, and how to do that, there's a button right here, silver button. You press that, and then you can twist the whole lens off. So I put that there. We'll take a look at it in a second. But as you can see, here's the inside of the camera. That's the mirror. Just a tiny bit dusty. I actually haven't fully taken this one apart yet. To test it, but I also don't have, I think this camera uses 35mm film, and I don't currently have any, so testing it's gonna take a while. But as for the lens, you can see there's little specks, dust. This lens does look pretty 80s, just based on like the font and the coloring. This says MD. I don't know how far the focus is going to be able to get these things, but I'll read them anyway. MD 50 millimeter, 1 1/7, made in Japan. I'm not sure what the symbol, it's like a little O with a line through it. Also, I want to preface this by saying that I'm by no means a camera expert. I just collect them because I think they're cool. I like all the clicky noises they make. But yeah, as you can see here, this piece at the top, I guess, is what lets you zoom in and out. Based on how it does that, then you can bring it all the way back in. Yeah. No doubt the camera would have come with a lens cap, but of course with things getting thrown around in there, somebody probably just lost it and didn't bother putting it back. But yeah. So going back, I'm not entirely sure if this camera would work, but there doesn't really seem to be anything like visually wrong with it. I like playing with the lenses. Anything that's kind of like a gear where you can just toy around with it, I always think is really fun. I'm gonna put it back in the camera. It's kind of just the reverse of there we go. Oh, wait. There we go. So more features that it has. I'm not entirely sure what this little thing is. I see there's a red kind of glass type thing there. This thing kind of looks like you could pull it, but I'm not gonna try. Maybe that's just decoration. Here we have some letters on the side. Again, not really sure what they mean, but this one says there's an arrow pointing up, and then ST, and then an arrow pointing down, and AEL. So maybe that has something do with this thing, but who knows? On the back, oh, that's right. The only real physical damage that, from what I can see anyways, was this little cover. I guess it was just a piece of rubber or maybe whatever material went there so that when you, it's kind of like a comfort thing for your finger maybe. Or maybe it was just for design. Because in pictures online that I've seen, there would be a black thing in this shape just stuck on there. So this would be where I assume you take the picture. There's the viewfinder. This back here, I guess, is just kind of like a helpful little guide for, I guess, maybe exposure or stuff like that. If anybody that knows cameras really well watches this, I'm sorry if I'm like totally butchering everything up, and because like I said, I don't know much about cameras. I just like the way they look. I know this is called a hot shoe. Usually it's used to mount a flash. I have one that would fit this, but not with me right now. So, on the snapshot button, there's a scroll wheel, and it pertains to this thing here. Right now it says auto, but if you scroll, it goes 1,000, 500, 250, 125, 60, 30, 15, 8, 4, 2, 1, and then B, and then back to auto. So again, I'm not sure. Also, this camera is really heavy. So it's definitely the heaviest one in my collection now. But to keep going, as you can see here, there's an on and off switch. That's off. And then on. I think I was gonna say it's for a flash, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not sure what this would be for. I don't know what this sticker says. Let me see. Something just that it passed. It says passed and then JCII. I guess this little thing would be where you wind the film. See, it has a little arrow pointing to the right, so clockwise. And to open the back for the film, I found that you have to pull this part up and then press this button. Or how did that work? Something about this button had to be pressed. Oh, see, I knew it. And this is exactly how it looked when I took it home. It's like super clean in here. Makes a nice sound. Film goes here, and then you wind it over to these little things. I'm not sure what. I can't tell. But I don't know. I was really happy to find this. Let's see if this isn't too loud. Yeah. Just gonna put this back down. So, like I said, by no means a camera expert, but really happy that this one is gonna be in the collection. Oh, and down here, I haven't really explored all of it. There's a button here, but I'm not sure what it does. But this is more than likely to put it on like a tripod. I opened this up. This is the battery compartment. Not sure what that is, so I don't know what these two things are. Or this little thing either. Really, really like this one. Zoom out. Or maybe that's in. Zoom in. Zoom out. Very clicky. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do, was just share something new that has been added to my camera collection. Even if it ends up being a dud and not working, I still keep them just for the visual, just to physically have them. So I don't really care if they work either way. If they do, it's just a plus. I'm a big fan of just like show and tell things. So maybe there's gonna be more of that. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video.